Hello friends, welcome to the Azure DevOps tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will see how to create a new branch in Azure DevOps repository. In the previous tutorial, we have seen like what is the branch and how it is useful for us like when we create a new branch in our project or in our repository. So let's understand like how to create a new branch. So go to the server basically. So this is a repository server, and when you come on the repository, click on the branches, and when you will click on this branches, here you can see on the left hand side like new branch. So before that, like in the previous tutorial also we have seen like currently we are having only one branch called master branch and we are not having other branch. So let's click on this new branch, and once you will click new branch, one pop-up window will come. This is the window, and here we have to give the branch name. The branch name you can give anything, whatever is flexible for you. So I'm going to give like feature. This is the my branch which I'm going to create, and like based on what you want to create this branch. So like you can create based on the branches, tags and the commit. So for me, I'm going to create this branch based on the master only. So let's take this master only, and if you have any work item, you can select that work item from here, but currently we are not having, that's why we are not choosing anything. And let's create this feature branch. So once I click on like create, it will create a one feature branch for us, and we can see here this feature branch, and this is the commit number ID. Basically this is the author like who created this branch, and after that like what is the timing. So like it is showing in that way, and like here it is showing like behind and ahead. So basically like this feature commits behind of the master, like count of the behind of the master and ahead of the master. So in a bit we will understand like what is the meaning of these two. So let's go to the project which we have created, and we will see like how we like switch from master branch to the feature branch. So let's see this. So let's go to the folder where we have created a different type of the project related things. So like this is the Git tool cloning. So these are the project which we have already created in the previous tutorial. So we are going to continue with this, and like we will see like how to do the switch between the branches using the Git and then Tortoise Git and the Visual Studio. So first we are going to see with the Git. So here I'm going to select that CMD, and as I explained like Git work with the commands only. So for checking like now currently what is the branch is enabled here. So for checking that, what we have to write like Git and then branch. So once we hit this, we can see like here it is showing the master branch. It means like it is like currently the master branch is enabled and we are working with the master branch. Now let's check out to the other branch, or mean to say like switch to the other branch which we have created, and we have created the branch name is the feature. So this branch we have created, so we are going to switch from master to the feature branch. So for doing that, what we have to do, we have to like write like git checkout, and after that we have to give the branch name, and the branch name should be same, otherwise it will not do the checkout. So after writing this, hit enter, and we can see like currently it is giving a message like this feature does not match any file known to Git. So let's see like why it is showing this error, and the reason we are facing like for this error is like because still we didn't like pull all the changes, because all this branch still it is in on the server, we don't have in the local. So first what we have to do, we have to pull the changes. So git and pull. So once we will pull that like all the changes, and then we will do the checkout for the like feature branch. So like let it be take all the changes first. So it has taken all the changes here, whatever the changes we have done. So before that, let's what we do here, let's go to the Visual Studio, and here first what I will do, I will make some changes to the file. So this is the new server file. Here what I will do, I will add another property, and here I'm going to add like here I'm going to take as a string, and this one I'm going to take as a like login ID. So this is the new property I have added here. Now let's what I do, and currently we are looking like here we have master branch, still master branch we have. So let's check in the changes into the master branch first. So go to the home and go to the changes, and like currently whatever the changes we have done, if you will double click on this, we will see the changes like what newly we added. So we added this file, and now let's commit it like new changes as added, and from here what you can do, commit and all and push. So it will push all the changes into the server. So once it will done, we will see on the browser like what all are the changes is committed. So let's go to the browser, and here let files, and under this file like currently we are in the master branch and we are not in the other branch called feature branch. So if in the master branch we will see all the changes. So let's go to the new file which we have created, and we have created under new server folder and new server file. So this is the new property which we have added here. If I will go into the feature branch, here we will see that property is not there because we have made changes into that particular branch only. So let's go back to that master branch, and now let's click on this branches. If I will come on the branches, we will see here on the behind it is showing one number. It means like there is a one changes is behind of the master branch. So basically like we committed into the master branch, that's why one count it is showing behind here. So now let's go to that particular folder here, and let's check out the new branch which we have created. So let me close it. We will create another CMD. So let's create another CMD, and here I'm going to like currently let's see like which branch is checkout. So once I click, we can see master branch is checkout here, and now let's switch to another branch. So get checkout and the branch name. So branch name have to give, and once we'll hit enter, it is saying like switch to a new branch called feature. So we have switched to the another branch from master to feature branch. So and for verifying it, we can write it again like get branch, and when we hit enter for the get branch, we can see here currently it is showing the active branch is the feature branch. So this is the way of like switching between the branches using the CMD command, or we can say get. Now let's understand like how we can switch same thing into the tortoise git. So for that, let's go to that particular folder because we will do from there, or otherwise we can do from here as well. So for that, first what I will do, let's take it back to the master branch only. So let's take it, and here I'm going to write as a master, and when I hit enter, it switched to the master. And now if we want to switch from master branch to other branch called feature branch, right click here, and once you will click here, we can see currently it is showing pointing to the master. And if we want to switch to other branch, so in this tortoise git here you can see switch or checkout. Once you will click from here it will show all the branches, and we can see currently it is showing like master and remote master, like remote origin feature. So basically if you have already checked out the feature branch or newly created branch, then select this one. No need to select this remote one. If you first time going to switch to the branch, then select this remote origin feature, because this is directly coming from the server and this is coming from the local. Why we are looking this feature here, this branch here? Because we have already checked out or we have already switched to that branch. So let's click on this, and once click on this, you can click here. Once we do OK, we can see like the branch is up to date with the origin feature, and we have switched it to the other branch, and close. Once we close here, we can see like it is showing now git commit feature. And if you want to verify from this also, you can verify like get branch, and we can see like currently branch is feature master. So this is the way of doing same thing using the like this tortoise git also. Now let's get back to the another branch, like git checkout master. So once I'll select, let's get back to the master and go to the Visual Studio, and from here currently we are looking here, it is showing the master branch only. And for taking another branch or check out to another branch, what we have to do, just go to the home, and here you are looking called branch. Once you will click on the branch, here we are not looking other branch. So where is that branch? That branch, it is not showing here as well. And why we are not looking at it here as well? Because still that folder, the code is coming does not have any latest code. So for first what we have to do, we have to sync that code and we have to take that code. So for taking that code, like first let's go to that folder, and for let's go to this folder, and here what we have to do, we have to pull that code first. So let's click on the CMD and here get pull. So once I will do that, it will take all the changes, even including that branch, it will take that. So let's wait for a few seconds, it will pull all the changes whatever we have done so far. So we can see like already up to date here, and let's see then here, here let's refresh this one, and here we can see the other branch which we created newly, it is coming here. Now the bold one is basically indicate that branch is currently active. Now I want to active the another branch, so what you have to do, just click on this and right click and check out. So once you will click on the checkout, that particular branch will be activated, and here down also we can see that branch is activated also. Now let's what I do, I will do the changes here, and what I'm going to do this time, in this time I'm going to add the new things here, and you can add anything to this like add operation. So what I'm going to write, I'm going to write int a equal to 2. So this one I have added new things. Let's go to this Team Explorer and go to the home, select for the changes, and we can see like currently we are looking changes for this one, like logic added. So I'm going to write this comment, and from here you can do commit all and the push. So once we will do all the commit, then we will go on the browser and we'll see like how the changes will look like for this, and the changes we are doing into the feature branch. And here also we are looking like this branch is active, this feature branch active, and we have seen like how we do the activate other branches, and here also we can see successfully pushed to the origin feature branch. So let's go to the server, and here once I'll refresh this page, and like after this refresh we will see all the files also, like what all are the changes are there. So in the feature, now we are looking here one count here also like ahead, because we have made changes into this feature as well. So one for behind and one for ahead. Now let's go to that commits. You can go into the commit and we can see like how many changes as of now. Here we can see all these things. If you go on the file, in the files also you can see all the changes. So currently we are in the master, and if I will go on this home new controller, we will not see that, because currently what it is saying, you updated feature just now, means feature branch you just now updated. So that changes we will not see here, because this is empty, because we have made changes into the feature branch. So now let's understand like how we synchronize all these branches to each other, like how we do all this setup. So that is another concept, like how we synchronize all the branches into the main branches. So that thing we will see in the coming tutorial. So as of now we have seen like how to do the checkout, or how to switch between the branches, how we create the branches, and like how to do the switching between the branches using the Git, Tortoise Git and the Visual Studio, and how we manage all these things like ahead and the behind based on the master branch. So all these things we have seen in this tutorial. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question and doubt,